So, hi, hello. Okay, so I want to take you to, my name is Dr. Debem. So I just want to take you through a very simple software that is used by small and medium scale businesses, just probably retailers and small uh, business owners. I think just a small, simple, simple relatively, depending on your knowledge of ICT, but it doesn't require much ICT knowledge, right? It doesn't require much expertise, just basic ICT knowledge will help you to do that. So the accounting software is just designed to help small scale businesses, to thrive in some, recording of your sales, accounting of your sales, your procurement, your capital and inventory, records, just to help you do that, those basic things. So I will just run as quickly as possible. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So this is what it looks like. So it's a small, what's it called? It's an Excel-based software. Yeah, developed on Excel, Microsoft Excel. So if you have any just basic understanding or skills on Excel, that will be very helpful. It doesn't need much expertise. So just to run you through how it works, and probably that will be helpful. So here I'm starting with capital. Capital goods and estimated sales. So this is where you record when you make your first procurement and you know all the items you procured and you want to sell. So to take stock of your procurement, before sales. So this is where you take the stock and do some estimated sales on each of the items, and that will give you an idea of what you should be making as profit, and also know when you are and the kind of expectations of your profits at the end of the sales. So this is where you make your first projections or estimations based on your procurement. Okay, so I'll take you through these few tabs now. So these are the basic tabs, these are the basic record sheets or sections that you might find interesting. So first one is the capital goods and estimated sales. So this is where you enter your goods as you purchase them before you start selling. So this tab is sale, and anyone you see here, just to tell you the page. Then these are the navigation tabs, the ones you can tell if you want to go to navigate to other kind of sections of the accounting sections of the software. So these are these, but the one you are in will show here, as for you to know this is where you are. So you can go to sales. If you get to sales, this is sales page. So you can see the capital goods has taken over. So in case if you want to not get there, this is also expenditure. If you want to get expenditure, this is where you record your expenses for the month. So that will help you to know when you are spending more than your profits, and when you're spending less. So just to help you keep you on checks. Then this is inventory. This is where all your items, like all these items are, when you must have recorded them, they will all show here. So to tell you the total number you purchased, what you sold, quantity available, yet in stock, and the percentage of sales you've made. So this will tell you when any sales is when you still have sales on being products enough quantity, or when it's going down that you need to restock. So this is when you know all that percentage, remaining or percentage, just the progress of your sales or the quantity of your stock that is still remaining. You'll find it here. So this is just then summary. So this is where you find the summary of all you've done. So the summary here, like for your capital goods, is to tell you how much and overall quantity of sales that you've procured for that period. So this tells you total cost of goods, based on your actuals, based on the actuals as what you've bought the goods. Now, I'll show you under the capital goods where you make those entries. So these are just dummies. Don't mind them. I just put some dummy data inside it. So you find here total cost of goods you purchased for the period, total expenses on the goods. These are actuals now, actual expenses and actual purchases. Then total worth of goods after sales. So when you finish selling them, It's giving you projections. This is project as in based on what you've projected and based on the sales you've imputed in the capital goods section. So to give you projected sales, this is also total project worth of goods in projected sales. This will give you total profits you're going to make based on those projected sales. Then here you have total net profits, you would make. Okay, after sales, and total profit after sales. Then total net profit means your sales minus your expenditures, right? So when you remove your expenditures, you see the total net profits. So you don't just calculate profits on top of all the expenses you are making. So you have to remove your expenses from your profit to know what is the final net profit. Here you have the total worth of sales transactions. So these are based on the number of sales, based on the sales you've made. These are the actual, not projected now, because it's very possible that sometimes they might sell based on your projected sales. They might sell higher than your projected sales, or you could sell less than your projected sales. Or these are the actuals, whether you sold higher or lower or the exact. This will be the actual worth of sales that you've made. Then total full cash payment based on those who paid you cash, in case if you are giving credit, which is not advisable. But if you are based on cash paid, no credit. So these are the total amount of payment you have. Then total profit you've made based on full cash received or full cash payment. So this does not include your credits. So based on cash made, what's your profit based on that? So you don't start predicting or working on credited cash or sales. So these are updated net profits on sales, actual, based on the actual sale, not based on projected sales. So here you have the total number of customers, right? Yeah, okay, yes, there's record for customers. So in case if you're having your customers, so you want to have a customer base, so you can have the total number of customers at the end of the sales you're calculating, maybe at the end of 2 months or 3 months or 1 year, wherever. So total outstanding credits, okay, that you have based on credit that you've given. So it will tell you total amount of your money outside there with people and total amount of total number of customers on credit. So how many customers are owing this total outstanding credits. So, and then total cash outside, how much that you still that you have outside your sales or your business. Okay, so it's just summarized analysis that will help you keep you updated on your progress in your business. So that's what the summary page is all about. So let's quickly look at the capital goods. So this is first where you make your first entries. I left some of these entries are like dummy, just to guide you to know how the entries could be. Okay, so but here you enter all your items from item 1. I think it's about 600 items by these products that you sell. So as you enter them here, then this software will pick it up from here. I will show you. So you just whatever I enter here, you will find it in other pages. So let me say, for example, you have something like let me just say, okay, so yeah, like here, let's leave this to okay. Now here will show you total quantity purchased. So when you make all these entries, this is just for your goods code, just to give you the code of your goods. Any purchase you make, you just give the code. Like this code means AK here. Okay, I should have changed this. Sorry. Okay, maybe I'll change it. But what just means that here it tells the number of the source where you bought the item. Then this is the code for the item. Like if you want to, let me say you bought this from, you have a code for wherever you got the item. Let me just say Orange Market. So your Orange Market where you got the yam. So it can be OR Orange Market. Okay, ORM Market, and the code for yam here could just be Y, but you can make the yam since it's not then here should actually be the should be the month that you made the purchase. Okay, maybe you are looking at this is 2023 and this is March, so you got it in March, and this is a code for this purchase of yam. So if you just give it a code, just identify this particular purchase. So you can 001. But again, if you now buy from the same place and buy the same yam, the same product, the same place in March, then this becomes 002 to say the second procurement of this same item from this same source, in March. So that's what it means. So, just for your own record, if you want, not very necessary. Okay, so here you put the date of the purchase. Here you put the item, yam. It should be the same spelling, exactly the way you put it in your items and services here. So this is like your list, your procurement list or your product list, that you purchase. So just put them exactly if it's yam. So the same thing, let me just say you've done the same thing here, and this is oil. Okay, so you can see, sorry, try that. Okay, no, you see, I put the wrong, so you should palm oil here. Just put oil. Does not recognize that. So you can put palm oil. So source location, this is where you bought. Okay, let me say orange. Here, let me say markets, for example. Then, so unit purchase price is exactly how much. So here you can scroll. Here is frozen. All these sides are frozen because these are the basic information page section of the page. So these are the ones you can scroll left and right here. So you put orange markets, for example. So a unit price, how much did you buy one of those products? So let's say 216 naira this, and this other one 416 naira. Okay, and you now check quantity purchased. So you can see. So here is 25. Here is 125. So once you have it here, it will automatically populate here. So what it means is that. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you've entered all that. So you put the purchase, say something about the scrolling. You can navigate. So here, so you put the quantity they are purchased. So what happens on this page here is that any item you put here, it will calculate, add up all the, as in some of the quantities purchased for that period that you've added up, and just have just a summarized data on that. I mean, total quantity of item purchased here. So for yam, probably at some point you bought another yam, at some point you bought another yam or whatever item. So it keeps, computing and accumulating here. So you can see total number of yams you bought within that period. So that's what happens here. So here, so total sum, how much you bought them, and the unit price that you want to sell it, then profit, it will calculate, just show you profit you will make if you sell it at that unit price. And here you can put the any kind of comment to support that item purchase. You can say, okay, the units in kg or in cartons, depending on how. Just put any comments that will help you and keep you updated and on track with the item. So that's what here, recording your purchases, right? So you now get to sales. Sales, you can, so sales, so here under, you have all the, I also want to mention, let me go back to capital goods, which is also applicable to every other thing here. All these shaded parts, columns, just know that you can tamper with it. The only place you can tamper that you can make entries are those rows or cells on whites, just white cells. So those you can make entries. Other ones are for internal generated data or computation, beyond what you do. So any shaded column, don't bother. It's just to run calculations and give you. Here, then you can also increase, like from here, zoom. You can zoom out or zoom in. You can make it smaller, or you can move it to make it larger. Just whichever size that is comfortable for your site or view, you can keep it that way. Okay, so let's go to sales. So under sales, here, items sold. So if you want to sell an item, this is a dummy entry. Once you click on that tab, you will see this arrow at the right edge. Click the arrow, the drop down. You find the drop down of all the items you've entered, under capital goods. So every item you enter will come here. So you pick anyone you want to sell that you've sold. You just pick it up. So for example, you can say yam, unit price purchased. So you enter. What was that again? Unit price. Okay, yeah. So how much you purchased it, you put it here. Then unit price sold, how much you've sold, you put it here. Quantity you sold, you put it here. So all these ones, you make these entries. Then it will do the auto calculation for you, the total worth of sales, do the total. Then full cash payment, how much the person paid. That's, of course, if the person pays in cash. Then date of the payment. So this one is just to help you track credit payment and full cash payment. So in case if you want to say on credit, so you don't lose track of your clients who are owing you. So if it's full cash payment, okay, I think, sorry, something. Okay, I think, initially I said, okay, let me see if you can tamper with this. Oh, we can. Oh, we can. Okay. Okay. So here, so let me say this is another item. Okay, let me say you pick palm oil and unit price, you purchased it. Let me just, okay, 20 naira. What's in naira? I'm going to say 22 naira. And as you're selling 22, and I think this unit price, okay, that's fine. So you can always find out how much. You can always go back to capital goods to find out how much you bought that, in case if you don't know the unit price of purchase. Okay, you can always go back here and find the unit price for any item you want here, just in case if you're forgetting that. So you just put it here. If you just help in calculation, you put it here. Then quantity, let me say 5 bottles. So 5 bottles is 110. Then full cash, the payment person should pay is 110. Then the date payment. So here you need to just enter the dates. You can see it's by day, month, as it is here. Okay, here it says month, day, year, whatever. But just, I think Excel will pick it so long as I understand that it's month, or it's dates you want to write. So here, let me just say today is, okay, you can just write 3rd March 2023. It will put in the formats. Yeah, see, in the formats already configured, but it could recognize this date and put it there. Then these other ones you want to check. Okay, on part payments, as in, is it full payment or part payment? Probably the person. So if it's full payment, if you say no, that means the person paid in full. If it's part payment, you make it yes. Then you can update all these other ones. Means updated part payment, how much the person paid, date of last payment the person made, and then balance of payments to be completed. It will do that for you, calculate that for you. So let me assume they say the person paid 100 naira on whatever dates. So you can see here, so it will show you 10 naira remaining to be completed by the person. We must have put the date, and so you cannot put the name of the customer owing, whatever. Mr. Z, just to keep record of that, so you find where your monies are, where your money is, then put additional comments or any kind of reminder. So I think that is it for sales, and you do same all through. Then inventory, here you don't need to do anything. You can see what's showing here from the dummy I entered. It's saying yam, this total, he bought 25, quantity sold 0.25 based on the dummy anyway. This is not correct. So quantity available, this amount is still available. So that's 99.0% still available. For palm oil, you've got 125, and you sold 5, remaining 120. So 96% remaining, right? So this is where this color code is not correct, but I will fix it so that it should be green. You can only see red when it's like less than 30% or so. To flag red, just for you to know that that item needs replacement or restocking. So that is it for just for information's sake. That's it for inventory. Okay. Then summary, I've detailed this earlier. So I think so far so good. If there are any other questions, you can let me. Okay, yeah, and let me know, and I'll try to fix that for you. Okay, expenditure. Okay, yes, I've not done this. So expenditure, this is basically just records of the expenses, the date of that expenses. You find expenditure items, and here where you find the description of the expenditure items. So you need to describe what those items mean. So for example, your rent means office and space renting, personnel services means salaries, etc., transportation, communications, recharge cards, purchases, fueling for generator. So all these, you need to describe them. So once you see them here, you can tell exactly what you use them for or what they mean. So you can put there anytime you probably you paid for your rent, you put the amount you paid, and some comments that will help you put some kind of comments for description. I'll help you understand what that's meant for, some kind of reminding. Then maintenance services, how much. So you do that for the month, you can change this. Like I said, anything white you can change. So if you're starting in March, if you're starting in June, you can make it June. Whenever you start, you can make it whatever. But just to keep track. So this is January. So you put all the items before the end of the month. Next month, start another one, and to show you total expenses you've made for that month. The same. So these are the calculations that the software will pick up and input in the summary to make necessary computations and tell you what's your net profits, or projected profits, and so on. So that is that for you, is expenditure. So you continue pulling that. So these are dummies for illustrations. What else again? So far so good. Okay, so you can put up any questions if you, I will help you do that. So if those are smaller errors, I'll try and see if I could fix them. Okay, bye. Take care. Best wishes.